Hi, welcome to Virtual Back to School Night. I'm Miss Venero, your child's Algebra 1 teacher for the year. So this year we're going to cover a lot of topics. Right now we're starting on linear equations, and then we're going to end usually around chapter 10, which is radical functions and equations. So I think Algebra 1 is one of the most amazing topics to teach because students come in solving one-step equations, and then by the end of the year, they're tackling complex topics like solving quadratics. For this class, I suggest, they need Chromebooks, a pen or a pencil, doesn't matter which one, and whatever type of notebook they like. If they like a notebook, a binder, just loose leaf paper that they put in a folder, it doesn't matter to me. Also, for every class, they have to have their Plicker card. They know what this is. It's a little code assigned to them, and I use it as a way of assessing them within a class. So I'll put up a multiple choice question on the board, and then they have to hold their code a certain way. So if they think it's answer A, they hold it towards the ceiling. And then I scan it in with my phone, and it tells me who's getting it right, who's getting it wrong. But nobody knows except me who's getting it right and wrong. And I think it's a great way to self-assess during the lesson to see if they're getting it or if they are not understanding. Also, what I suggest, especially as a freshman, is a TI-84 calculator. They are a little expensive. They're about $100, but it's a great investment freshman year because they're going to use it all 4 years of high school, on the SATs, in college. So if you are planning on getting a calculator, I suggest the TI-84. It looks like these pictures right here. Also, in class, we use an online textbook. So Big Ideas is the name of our textbook. We don't hand out hard copies. If you want a hard copy, we can arrange that. So our grading this year is a little different than in years past because we got rid of the benchmarks, which are assessments at the end of every marking period that cover the whole marking period. So things are weighted a little bit higher. So tests are 40%, quizzes are 30%, classwork's 15%, and homework's 15%. Classwork is really important this year because we want to hold students accountable while they are at home. So classwork, it entails I'll assign something at the beginning of class and say, okay, this is due at the end of class, and that counts towards your classwork grade because I want students to try to stick to as much of a routine as possible and not just, on their days that they're virtual say, okay, I'm home today, I don't have to do my homework. I want them to do the work during class because that's when I'm available, and if they need any help, I'm there for them. Our homework, I assign usually Big Ideas, IXL. Big Ideas, once again, is that online textbook. IXL is another great platform. It is instant feedback. So students will answer a question and then they know if their answer is right or wrong. And then if it's wrong, it says your answer is incorrect because, and then they explain all the steps as to why that answer was incorrect. So everything your child needs is in Google Classroom. I organize everything on there. So every single assignment, attendance, due now, it's posted. So the way your child's day goes is they walk into my classroom, open their Chromebooks, or they walk out of their bedroom into their kitchen and open their Chromebooks and they answer their due now. From the due now, I post a Zoom link and they join our Zoom as if they were in class. So they watch what I'm presenting. So I screencast what's on my screen, just like I'm doing now, except they see what I'm writing on the screen instead of just, a blank presentation. So it's like they're actually in class. They're getting the exact same lesson as the students in class. They take notes the same way, and then they get the same homework assignment as the students that are in class. I think this is the best way for students to learn because math is very sequential. So it keeps everyone on the same page. And if they ever lose a note, I could send them the notes. What else? Also on Classroom, I post all of my study guides and answer keys. So before every test, I will give a study guide, and then I will upload my answer key with my handwritten work on there. And also on Google Classroom is this extra help Zoom link. So normally I offer extra help before and after school every day. The before school is still there, but the after school now is virtual. So if your child needs extra help every day from 1:17 to 2:32, I'm on Zoom. So it's just like extra help if in the classroom, when students would just walk in and say, hey, can you help me? Except online, they join the Zoom and then they ask questions there. So it's a great way to get one-on-one help with any topics your child needs. Some additional resources, IXL, we use that. I could always recommend Extra Skills if you think your child could benefit from a little extra work. Also, on the Rutherford website is my homework site, and on there is linked to my Google Classroom calendar, which shows all the assignments that are due and coming up. So before school, once again, I'm in room 112. After school, every day on Zoom, those are the times. Also, if your child is not comfortable and rather get tutored by one of their peers, National Honor Society is offering some tutoring. So just the same way I offer tutoring on Zoom, they're offering it on Zoom as well. So if you're interested in that, please just contact me and I would be happy to relay the information. So what can you do as parents this year? It's a little difficult to keep organized for the students because some days I don't even see your kids 2 days in a row because of the block scheduling. And then depending if they're all virtual, it can get a little messy. So I just suggest checking parent portal and seeing what their assignments are and making sure they're on top of their assignments, because I keep my grade book very up to date. If an assignment was due, I put that grade in the next day, and it's a good way to keep track so that at the end of the marking period, they're not like, what do you mean I'm failing? So they know from the moment I put the grades in, and I will obviously be in contact with you if there's any concerns. But I just want you to know that if you need anything, I would ask your child to show them the Google Classroom and reach out to me. I would be more than happy to help. I can't wait to continue teaching your children. I'm so excited to be back. And if you have any questions, always feel free to email me at my email at the bottom of this page. Thank you.